Now is the time we test the file to try to run it. And to do so, let's just go back to the page to see what Professor Wegde is telling us to do. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, I'm just gonna jump back to the paper. Okay, by Wegde. Okay, so basically we're at here right now. Okay, so right now, basically, we don't need to do any further configuration if you follow the previous step. Now we are trying to use a function called the build function in assembly. So in short, this build function help you to convert the code we have over here to an actual executable for the programmer, but for the processor. So you don't need to understand how it's actually converting because we're going to cover that in the future. But just wanted to give you guys a brief idea of why we need to do this. So this is for you to build this from the rather understandable code by us to the executable code by the machine. Okay, so to do so, you need to click on the build button and then click on assemble. Okay, so it may take a while because I'm also running the Zoom. Okay, guys, could you give me a second because I think my background noise is a little bit loud. So let me just inform my family member. Second. All right, I think we should be good to go. Okay, so once you hit that build function, if you take a look down here, you click on, there's a little box called message at your down lower hand side of your ASM window. It should be showing the message looks somewhat similar like this. Let me take a look what this happens. Exit code equals 0.
Professor, I have a quick question.
Sure.
Can we do like the labs in groups?
Again, can you do what group? Oh, the labbing group.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So like I mentioned, I don't mind you to have group conversation or sharing your opinions. I rather encourage you guys to work together because at the end of the day, I just want you guys to learn something from the class. But just make sure when you submit your work, don't copy and paste each other's work and be very obvious. All right. So definitely you can feel free to talk with each other or even email with each other to discuss about what's the problem you encounter, but just don't copy each other's work. And I'm gonna be honest with you, when that kind of case happen, it's more obvious than you might think. So it's very easy to tell from my side because I actually collect everyone's homework. So if there's such a thing happening, which is copying, it's always very easy for me to tell. And I just definitely want that to happen. So for sure, definitely work with each other. And an easy way to kind of like showing me you're not copying each other is with your comments. Like, so the comment is kind of like everyone's little short description for each line that you're writing. So it's very easy to tell that everyone will have different interpretation or a different way to describe what they are done with their code. So at least that part is not going to be identical. Okay, so yeah.
Okay, okay, thank you so much.
Okay, so all right, so once it's get built, I'm not sure why here my message is showing a little bit different from what the Professor Wegde is showing in his page over here. But if you doesn't have any error message pumping, that should be implied that you're good to go. So let me also just launch it again. I don't know why I'm just losing. Okay, I'm basically I just launched the same program again. So again, build, assemble, and check message. So this is basically the standard operation of once we have our code done. You first want to assemble it to make sure that it's become executable by the processor. And then we're gonna try to pass the code from our laptop, which is from here, into the board we connected to. And this process is gonna go download or load. You can use the term interchangeably in different software, but I believe in this software it's called the download function. Basically download the code from your laptop all the way to your development board. Okay, so to do so, before we jump ahead to do that, let's definitely check back to this instruction page to see what we want to do. Okay, so it says that, okay, so first you need to press the reset button on the board to make sure that the code is actually clear out. The code that is like previously loaded board is clear out. So again, like I just mentioned, if you click on it, it should be toggle the LED light on it and give you guys a little prompt like this, give you like a little light, okay? And once you did that, you make sure that your board is right now clear, like no program is running it right now. And then you can click, let's just follow the step over here. So right now, you have to click on the terminal, which is actually the same location as your message. It's just with different tab. You click on the terminal. Basically, make sure that you're able to write something over here. So this is basically the terminal we can use to give some simple comments to load and run the board. So what you want to do here is that, so basically, you just make sure that you're able to input anything over here first, and then you want to input LOAD, load. Okay. And once you hit the enter, there should be no error message pop over here. And that's basically our step 5 over here, and step 6. Okay, so 2 more steps, right? We're close to the end. Once you hit that enter, after you enter the load, okay, yeah. So now we're ready to load, or say download, the code from our laptop to the board. So to do that, you click on the same build button as you click when you assemble the code. Now there's the option called download. You guys should be able to see over here on my page. You go to build and download, hit that download button. Okay, it will prompt you again to, but this time we're going to select the already assembled file from our previous project. Notice that my file right now called first assembly. So I'm going to find the file with the same name, first assembly. However, now with the format as .s19, which is exactly the file over here. The type of the file should be .s19. The name of the file should indicate that it's the .s19 file. Select that and hit open. And let me know right now if you have any question or you're not able to do so in your chat or on yourself. Okay, at the same time, let me answer one student's question here. So I do mention that there's 2 types of questions you're gonna encounter in the lab. For the short answering question, use a word. And for the coding question, please don't just screenshot and then send me a picture or something. Please send me a separate assembly file so I can make sure I can debug it and I can run it on my site. So if you have 2 types of questions that appears in the same lab, you can always submit a Word file to contain all of the answer you answer for that question. For example, like what's the difference between this kind of memory? You can just write a short answer in a Word. And if the lab also tell you to build some assembly program, you can submit separate assembly program in the Dropbox as well. So it will be clear to me that this program, this file is belong to which program, and I can open and debug it separately. Okay. Okay, it seems like someone says, okay, so for those who don't have the terminal tab, I believe you might miss a step from here. So when you are configuring the COM port view option, you have to select this window over here, enable the terminal window, and select the correct COM port number. And this here should be looks identical to mine, 9600 and 8 and 1. And once you have that all selected, just hit on OK, and you should be good to go. Have that terminal with you right now. Let me see if we have any other question. How do you open a terminal? It says the wrong port is